A madhab, in essence, is a matter of ijtihad, legal reasoning. This is something found in the Quran as well. Those who deeply understand it are aware of this. Among the companions, when there were matters of disagreement, they would refer these issues to those with knowledge and authority, like Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the Umar, the four caliphs, and other jurists considered among the Ulu Alam, those in authority. If they had referred such matters to figures like Abdullah ibn Abu Umar, Abdullah ibn Amr, or Abdullah ibn Abbas, who possessed istinbat, deep derivation, they would have known the ruling and the decision, as the verse mentions. Look, istinbating, its original meaning is like drawing water from a deep well, and it's used synonymously with ijtihad. Even though their dictionary definitions differ, in technical usage, they reach the same place, ijtihad. For example, the word ijtihad may not have been formally coined at that time. But how could it not exist? In authentic hadith, the word ijtihad is mentioned. When our Prophet sent Madhab Jabal to Yemen, he said to him, you will go to them, teach them the Sharia, and implement Islam. He would be the Imam, the governor, and the judge all combined in one. If a difficulty arose, a problem came up, or a question was asked, what answer would you give in the name of Allah? He said, I will look to the book of Allah. The Quran is there. And since he was a Hafi, he knew all the verses and would act accordingly. Whatever I find there, I will follow it. But what if you can't find a direct statement in the Quran about that issue? For example, it doesn't state in the Quran that zakat is 1/40th. It doesn't say that the obligatory prayer is 4 rakahs. That's just an example. Things aren't mentioned. So what will you follow then? Well, from the sunnah of the messenger, we stayed by his side for so long. We learned his sayings, hadith. And I will act upon those, but perhaps you didn't hear a particular hadith, or it's not in your memory, even if it exists. Not every companion knew every single hadith, and no one ever claimed such a thing. This wasn't the case. That's why when another companion narrated a hadith, Umar would immediately act upon it. Sometimes he would say, I had never heard this before. Like during the plague in Syria, about entering a land stricken by disease, until Abu Ubaidah ibn Jarrah narrated that hadith, Umar didn't know it. It's one example. So the Prophet says, if you don't find it in the hadiths, maybe you did say it, but it's not memorized. That's also possible. Often that's the case. Then what should you do? What does he say? Look, the word ijtihad is a verbal noun from ijtihad. I will perform ijtihad. That is, I will exert myself. I will use my judgment, meaning I will push my mind, use my intellect and reasoning. I will apply analogical reasoning using the principles I have. What similar examples exist in the Quran? What topics in the hadiths can be compared to this? I will look at that. Then I will act accordingly. And since he himself was a mujtahid, he was a hafiz, had knowledge and was well versed in the science of hadith. Being a companion already made him a mujtahid. So he said, I will perform it. Did the Prophet say to him, how dare you? If you can't find it in the Quran or Sunnah, just be quiet. No. Rather, he said, Alhamdulillah, this is a service. Praise be to Allah, who has enabled the messenger of his messenger to give the correct answer. And who is this messenger of his messenger? Mu'adh ibn Jabal, whom he sent to Yemen, a great companion. In a hadith reported by Tirmidhi, the Prophet said, among my ummah, the one who knows the most about halal and haram is Mu'adh ibn Jabal. He said, I praise Allah for enabling him to give this correct answer. Thus, the institution of ijtihad originates from this very authentic hadith. From this Sahih hadith,